Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. Thank you for spending time watching my channel because I do a little bit of everything, one stop shop for everything. This video here, it's a good one. Check it out. Hey, this is BGD. I have my calm background because I need the calmness for what I'm getting ready to present to you. He has spoken. I'm sorry. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. He has spoken. You didn't hear me. He has spoken. Marilyn Manson's his declaration has come out, and I'm going to present it to you in this calm background. Now listen to everything, please. Listen intensely. Okay. And try to keep an open mind and remember. And if you need to, go back to my previous videos of other individuals and let's see how this works out. All right, here it is. Declaration of Brian Warner. The following facts here within my personal knowledge, and if called as a witness herein, I can and will competently testify thereto. I met Evan Rachel Wood in 2006, and we had a romantic relationship until approximately 2010. During that time, we were engaged to be married and carried on a loving and consensual relationship. Eventually, like many couples, we broke up. I never abused, assaulted, raped, or threatened Wood and nor or her family as she has since contended. Her accusations against me of abuse, assault, rape, threats, and the likes are unequivocally false. I understand that around I understand that on or around February 1st, 2021, Wood posted to Instagram that I was her abuser. And shortly thereafter, a number of other women simultaneously emerged with false public accusations against me of abuse, assault, rape, threats, trafficking, and like and the like. These women include Ashley Morgan Smithline, Ashley Walters, Jane Doe, and Esme Bianco. To the extent that I had relationships with these women, those relationships were consensual. I never abused, assaulted, raped, threatened, or trafficked any of these women as they contend. Their accusations against me of abuse, assault, rape, threats, and the like are unequivocally false. Wood and her one time girlfriend, Ilma Gore, have, have been or have also accused me of being and or threatening the abuse of children. I am not a child abuser, and I have never abused or threatened or to abuse any child. In my film Groupies was not child pornography. It was a professional art horror film I created and wrote, in which was filmed and directed Joseph Holtis, The actress Paula Weiss was over 21. Go back to a previous video, I put her declaration. It's there. Was over 21, and there was no mechs in the film. Prior to filming, Weiss and I went through films, concepts, plots, and some high profile dialogues. When I screened groupies for Wood in about 2009, I told her that the actress was Paula Weiss, an ex girlfriend. She watched the film and after watching the film, Wood told me she was very impressed with it. Her only criticism was that she had not been able to star in the film. I understand that Wood and Gore continue to promulgate the falsehoods that I am a child accuser and that groupies is a child pornography as somehow lend credence to Wood's false accusations and enhancing their perceived influence with perceptive accusers. For an example, in the 1990s, I was introduced to and became friends with McGaffigan and her friends Jeanette Pollard and Allison Duffy. McGaffigan, Pollard, and Duffy appeared in my tour documentary, Dead to the World. And there have been credits as cast of the film on the website IBMB. I understand from the documents given to me by McGaffigan, comprised of conversations between her and Gore, that in September 2020, Gore attempted to recruit McGaffigan for a group of survivors of violence with similar experiences, specifically abuse suffered from other teenagers, allegedly by me. I I support the proposition. Oh, in support of the proposition, Gore stated, "Groupies was not only released because the girl was underage. The content horrifies people, and that the FBI got involved. None of McGaffey's Pollard or Duffy appeared in Groupie, and I never abused or threatened or abused McGaffigan, Pollard, or Duffy." I understand further that on March 3rd, 2022, Gore posted on Twitter calling me a rapist, pedophile, the tub, and on approximately March 15th, 2022, Wood appeared on the Trevor Noah show, stating that there has been allegations and stories that have come out on the internet that involved minors, and you gotta draw the line somewhere with children. I have to draw the line there, and I do not believe that he will stop until he is stopped. Again, I am not a child accuser and have never accused or threatened or abused any child, and I never would. I have suffered severe emotional distress as a result of Woods and Gore's conduct, as allegations in the complaint. I am not a rapist or an abuser, but many people now apparently think that I am. The individual acts alleged in my complaint were not isolated events, but rather a part of an intertwined, long running conspiracy in course of conduct to cast me publicly and falsely as a rapist and abuser. The conduct includes not only pressuring and causing women to emerge with coordinated false allegations of rape and abuse, but all other acts used to promulgate and amplify these public falsehoods. For nearly a decade or more, none of these women accused me of rape or abuse, as no rape or abuse happened. I have been a target of a fake letter reportedly from a real FBI agent when I understand has told my counsel that she has not drafted, signed, or authorized the letter and have never investigated any matter related to me or any matter related to Wood. I have a video on that too. Check that out. In addition, I have been defamed, impersonated, mocked, and swatted by Wood and or Gore after Wood and other lies about me became public. The media firestorm was exacerbated when Gore falsely reported that there was an emergency at my home, causing low flying police choppers, spotlight squad cars, and armed officers to be deployed to my home for hours and multiple occasions. I have never met or spoken to Gore. Her report of an emergency was false. Members of the press appeared to be some of the first on the scene, and this chaos was reported as somehow being connected with false allegations against me. Photos of my house, my address, my public were published online and in newspapers, and paparazzis and media camped out for weeks. My wife and I were forced to move out and sell our home. After being falsely portrayed as a rapist, abuser, a pornographer, my career as a musician and recording artist has suffered, including because I have been unable to tour and was dropped from my record label and agency. My film and the TV career has suffered, including because I was pulled from two TV shows, one of which was a reoccurring role. My art career has suffered, including because the release of my book and my art shows have been indefinitely postponed. And my paintings have been devalued. I have received countless death threats online. I have been excluded from countless social and business gatherings. I have constantly felt anxious, distraught, depressed, worried, frantic, sleeplessness, and fearful for me and my wife's physical safety. I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. OMG. That was all all 6 pages. And the fact that they've been together from 2000. Okay. You can't make this up. No, you can make this up because they made it up. Evan Rachel Wood is her and Amber Heard. One's a rattlesnake, snake, and the other is a black mamba. Amber is a rattlesnake because at least you know what's coming. Not Evan. Awful. And the fact that she brought other women into this. Ashley Smithline, Ashley Morgan Smithline. And look at the video that I had of her. And she didn't want to participate. She felt pressured. She didn't know that she was getting into all these things. But she still went along with it anyway and still sued. Ashley Walters, uh, you know, I don't know if she went along to get along or just to be within the pack of the city girls, whatever it was. She got into it and provided info because she worked for Marilyn Manson and she gave private information that belonged to his company. And she took that information and passed it to Evan Rachel Wood and Ilma Gore, and they went on their pact of destroying him. Now, Ilma Gore, I have about much feelings for her because she, even though that Evan Rachel Wood did put all that info into her ear, she ran out there like Don Quixote going to go beat the dragon. But the interesting part is this: Ilma Gore did what she did based on Evan Rachel Wood's words. So I think Ilma Gore is going to have a little less pain than what Evan Rachel Wood is going to feel because all of this was done by her. She was the genesis of this whole situation. It all begins with her. Now, I have said on other videos that I believed all of this occurred because she did not get married. Marilyn Manson proposed to her twice, and each time they did not get married. But then Lindsay comes out of the blue, comes and she just comes in and she gets the ring. Then all of a sudden she wants to come out. Then Evan Rachel Wood wants to come out with this Phoenix Rising, which was a complete disaster, and she thinks that she was going to make billions out of it. Evan, maybe $2.50, not 200,000, not 2 million, not $12, $2.50. Marilyn Manson has broken his silence. Now, Evan Rachel Wood, everything what she has done, she has gone to Congress. She has gone to the California Assembly. She has gone on several talk shows. She's going to have to back up everything that she said. And the only thing that she and Ilma Gore can say is, believe what I have. I have this thumb drive. I know it's not a thumb drive. I have this thumb drive and everything is on it. My film, everything is right here. Believe me. Ilma Gore is, I object. I object. Foundation. Believe what I say, don't believe him. Everything which you did, including that that FBI letter, letter that Evan Rachel Wood foolishly gave to her ex-husband to try to take their son. Oh, Evan, I would not want to be you. What you have done is beyond cringeworthy. Your name is beyond mud. Oh, yeah. You are so done. Who will be able to trust you? Who? You did this on a slight. Destroy, destroy a man, earn income because whatever flew into your head, who's ever going to trust you? You are toxic, just like Amber Heard. One of my subscribers said that she used Botox. And I'm like, Amber is Botoxic. Evan Rachel Wood, Botoxic. I don't know if you use Botox, but I'm just going to throw you in that category. How you can tell those fibs with straight face Botoxic. I can't wait because your day is coming. You're going to have to answer for everything. And Amber Heard got sued for 10 million. Oh, Evan, I predict, I predict it's going to be way more. I predict within my bones, I feel about $50 million you are going to have to pay Marilyn Manson. And you got it. And you're going to be down there in the welfare line getting food stamps, Medicaid, and you'll be hanging around the soup line because what you have done is irreparable. There is karma. The laws of the universe are just. Cause and effect. What you have caused, you will reap the effects of.